What if I told you that in today's turbulent get-rich-quick market, the most powerful wealth-building strategy is boring, predictable, and hiding in plain sight? It's not a flashy crypto token or a speculative tech stock. It's a list of companies so financially resilient, so committed to their shareholders that they've not only paid a dividend for over 25 years straight, but have raised that payment every single year through recessions, bubbles, and bear markets. They're called the Dividend Aristocrats. And right now, amid the noise and fear, a handful of them are trading at valuations so compelling, their yields so historically high, that they represent what might be the best buying opportunity for long-term investors in years. This isn't about gambling on the future. It's about owning a piece of proven cash-flowing fortresses that pay you to wait. We're going to cut through the hype, rank them by yield, and reveal which 10 are the best values right now. First, let's reset the entire mindset. In a world obsessed with price appreciation, the buy low, sell high chase, dividends are the quiet engine of compounding. They are real cash, paid from real profits directly into your pocket. A dividend aristocrat takes this a step further. To earn that title, a company must be a member of the S&P 500 and have increased its dividend for at least 25 consecutive years. Think about what that requires. It demands a business model with incredible staying power, a balance sheet built like a fortress, and a management culture that treats shareholders as partners, not afterthoughts. These companies have survived the dot-com bust, the 2008 financial crisis, and the COVID panic without missing a beat on their dividend hikes. They are the corporate equivalent of a granite mountain. And when the market gets fearful and sells these quality names off indiscriminately, that's when their dividend yields, the annual payout divided by the stock price, get pumped up to attractive levels. A high yield on an aristocrat isn't usually a danger sign. It's often a signal that the stock is undervalued. Our mission today is to find those signals. But we can't just chase yield blindly. A sky-high yield can sometimes be a trap, a sign of a struggling company whose stock price has collapsed because the dividend might be cut. Our safety net is the aristocrat criteria itself. The 25-year track record is our first filter against value traps. Our second filter is valuation. We're looking for companies where the current price doesn't just offer a good yield, but also reflects a business that is fundamentally strong, trading at a reasonable or discounted price relative to its earnings, cash flow, and history. We're hunting for the sweet spot, high sustainable yield plus a margin of safety in the stock price. With that framework, let's begin our countdown, ranking from the lower yields up to the most eye-catching ones and analyzing which among them are true values. Starting in the lower yield but high conviction tier, we have a name synonymous with everyday life. Walgreens Boots Alliance, WBA. Now, the yield here has climbed dramatically to be near the top of our list, which tells a story. The stock has been hammered. The challenges are real: pressure on retail margins, transition in healthcare models, and a heavy debt load. The market is pricing in doom. But this is a dividend aristocrat, a 47-year streak of increases. The company is taking painful but necessary steps to cut costs and refocus. The valuation is at a multi-decade low. For a contrarian investor with a strong stomach, the current price might be discounting an overly bleak future. The dividend, while under scrutiny, is currently covered by cash flow. This is a high-risk, high-potential reward aristocrat play. It's not for the faint of heart, but for a value hunter, it demands attention. Next, consider an industrial giant that makes the world go round: Stanley Black & Decker. It's WK. This is the company behind tools in your garage and fastening systems in factories. It's cyclical, and it's coming out of a brutal period of inflation and post-pandemic inventory corrections. The stock is down significantly from its highs, but its dividend streak spans over 50 years, surviving countless economic cycles. The yield is now elevated because the price is depressed. The company is aggressively cutting costs, and its end markets in construction and industrial are poised for an eventual recovery. You're getting a premier brand portfolio at a fire sale price with a near 4% yield to wait for the cycle to turn. This is a classic buy when there's blood in the streets, aristocrat opportunity. Now, let's look at a bedrock of the consumer staples sector, Leggett & Platt, LEG. This company is in the furniture of your life, the components inside your mattress, your car seat, your couch. It's a behind-the-scenes titan. Like Stanley, it's highly cyclical and facing weak demand. The stock has been crushed, pushing the yield into standout territory. The 50-plus year dividend streak is being tested, but so far held. The valuation is incredibly low, pricing in what feels like a permanent downturn. For an investor who believes in the long-term need for its products and the company's ability to manage through cycles as it has for half a century, this could be a deep value, high-yield recovery story. Stepping into a different kind of essential, we have People's United Financial, PBCT, now part of M&T Bank, but often still analyzed as an aristocrat until the list updates. Regional banks have been ground zero for fear. Interest rate pressures and the 2023 banking crisis created a sector-wide sell-off. But within that, some strong conservatively managed banks were thrown out with the bathwater. A bank with a long dividend history represents a culture of prudence. The yield here became very attractive as the price fell. The key is digging into the loan book and deposit base. For a value investor willing to do the homework on bank balance sheets, a high-yielding regional bank, Aristocrat can be a way to bet on the stability of the American financial system, not its collapse, and get paid handsomely for it. Now, let's talk about a company that powers our homes and businesses, Consolidated Edison, ED. This is a regulated electric and gas utility serving New York. It's the definition of a defensive, slow-growth business. But in a market downturn, defensive is what you want. The yield is consistently attractive. The value proposition here isn't about explosive growth, it's about sleeping well at night. In times of economic uncertainty, the predictable, government-regulated cash flows of a utility become incredibly valuable. You buy ED for the ultra-reliable dividend, supported by a virtual monopoly in one of the world's most important cities. When the market panics and sells even utilities off, you get a chance to lock in a higher yield from a company whose business is essentially immune to the economic cycle. From powering cities to connecting them, we look at AT&T. Now this is a controversial one. AT&T has a storied dividend history, but it cut its payout significantly in 2022 to deleverage after the Warner Media spinoff. However, the core AT&T telecom business, now focused on 5G and fiber broadband, is generating strong, predictable cash flow. The new lower dividend is much more sustainable and still offers a very high yield. The market hates the complexity and past mistakes, but that hatred has created a deep value opportunity. You're getting one of America's critical communication infrastructures at a bargain price, with a yield that is now well covered by the focused, cash-generative telecom operations. It's a bet that the new T can be a boring, reliable cash cow. Shifting to something we all use every day, consider Kimberly-Clark, KMB. Think Huggies, Kleenex, Scott toilet paper. These are non-discretionary products. In inflation's grip, input costs hurt margins, and the stock stagnated. But the company, with its 50-plus year dividend increase streak, has pricing power and is now seeing those cost pressures ease. The yield has become plump as the stock price went nowhere for years. You're buying a portfolio of essential brands at a reasonable valuation with a 3.5% plus yield that grows every year. In a recession, people don't stop buying toilet paper. They might even buy more. That's the kind of defensive cash flow certainty you're getting here. Let's go from the bathroom to the bathroom cabinet with Johnson & Johnson, J&J. A healthcare behemoth with products in pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and consumer health. It's a dividend king with over 60 years of increases. Recently, it spun off its consumer health division, Kinvu. The market is still evaluating the new J&J as a pure-play pharma and medtech company. This creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates opportunity. The yield is solid, the pipeline in pharmaceuticals is robust, and the balance sheet is impeccable. You are buying one of the highest quality companies on earth with a legendary commitment to the dividend at a time when the market is momentarily confused about its sum of the parts. That's a value proposition. Speaking of healthcare, we have AbbVie, ABBV. Born from the split of Abbott Labs, it inherited the dividend streak. Its blockbuster drug Humira is facing biosimilar competition, and that fear dominates the stock. But the market is missing the story. AbbVie has brilliantly used Humira's cash cow to build a whole new generation of powerhouse drugs in immunology and oncology. The dividend yield is very high because investors are overly focused on the Humira cliff. The underlying company is generating massive cash flow, has a deep pipeline, and has guided that it can grow earnings through this transition. You're getting a high yield on a pharma powerhouse that is successfully reinventing itself. Finally, we reach what many consider the crown jewel of high-yield aristocrats, Altria Group, MO. The tobacco giant. The stigma is immense. The long-term demographic trends are negative. But here's the cold, hard financial reality. It operates a legal, addictive product with phenomenal pricing power and staggering cash flow margins. The dividend yield is eye-watering, often over 8%, and the 50-plus year streak of increases is a testament to its cash generation ability. The company is using that cash to invest in smokeless and nicotine pouch alternatives. The valuation is in the dirt. You are not buying Altria for growth, you are buying it as a high-yield cash flow annuity. If you believe the decline of the cigarette business will be slow and managed and that the dividend, currently very well covered, can be sustained and gently grown for years to come, then its current price represents extraordinary value for income. So after this tour, which 10 stand out as the best values now? It's a blend of deep cyclicals, misunderstood turnarounds, and defensive stalwarts. Based on the combination of yield, valuation, and the safety of the underlying business, a compelling list emerges. Stanley Black & Decker, SWK, and Leggett & Platt, LEG, offer pure cyclical value. You're buying industry leaders when their cycles are at a low ebb, with high yields as your reward for patience. A T&T and Walgreens, WBA, are deep value turnarounds. The risks are higher, but the potential rewards and current yields reflect that. For many, WBA might be too speculative, but T's cleaner story post-spinoff is compelling. The defensive core for a rocky market would include Consolidated Edison, ED, for utility stability, Kimberly-Clark, KMB, for consumer staples necessity, and Johnson & Johnson, J&J, for healthcare fortress quality. Their yields are good, not great, but the safety of their cash flows in a downturn is what you're paying for. For the highest yield, cash flow-centric plays, Altria, MO, is in a category of its own. It's the ultimate high-income value if you can stomach the sector risk. ABBV, ABBV, represents a high-yield growth and income story where the market's myopic fear has created a window. And one more to round it out, 3M, though facing significant legal liabilities, has a yield that has ballooned as the stock has fallen. Its industrial portfolio is still strong, and a resolution of its legal woes could provide a powerful catalyst. It's a high-risk, high-yield aristocrat value bet. The final takeaway is this: investing in dividend aristocrats at compelling values is not a short-term trade. It's a commitment to owning quality. You are aligning yourself with companies that have weathered every storm. You are letting their managerial discipline and shareholder focus work for you. When you buy them at high yields, you are locking in a superior income stream that is likely to grow, regardless of what the stock price does tomorrow. In a world of speculation, this is the philosophy of the owner. You are not betting on a story. You are buying a share of proven cash-generating machines at a discount and having them send you a check every quarter while you hold. That is how true, lasting wealth is built, not with a bang, but with a consistent, reliable, and ever-growing stream of dividends. The opportunity is here, right now, in these 10 names. The only question is, do you have the patience to collect?